So, guys, Germany cares about journalistic integrity. Isn't that interesting? Say it like it isn't. Der Spiegel fires fantasists over fictional reportage. This is from the Irish Times. And this is by Derek Scully in Berlin. One of my favorite cities in the world, by the way, Berlin. Freaking love Berlin. So much fun there. For 71 years, Germany's Der Spiegel magazine has prided itself on delivering high-quality journalism based on a simple premise, say it like it is. But now, one of the prestigious Hamburg Weekly has admitted publishing 55 articles by one of its journalists whose maxim was, say it like it isn't. Like the story of a Syrian teenager whose Damascus graffiti helped spark the brutal civil war, winner this month of Germany's Reportage of the Year award, or the Guantanamo prisoner who didn't want to leave the U.S. camp in Cuba, or the small town in Minnesota with the Mexicans Keep Out sign. Then there was the recent 5-page, 8,000-word article about Gail Gladys, a Bible-carrying American woman who takes the Greyhound bus to witness the execution of strangers. Ugh, that's weird, but guess what? All these stories weren't true. Confronted by evidence of reception, royalists made a confession by degrees, but even that was problematic. He insisted he had interviewed the parents of Colin Kaepernick, the NFL player, who staged protests by kneeling during the U.S. national anthem, until their lawyer told the magazine this story has no basis. So this person would make up stories. Oh, and here's the best part. He managed to outsmart. Stumbled on that one. He managed to outsmart his own fact-checking department. So they finally caught on after 55 fake articles. Wow. Now, if this guy worked in the U.S., he'd get a promotion. But in Germany, they actually fire him because they have journalistic integrity. And again, I know I talk about the flaws of the corporate media in the U.S., and I'm quick to point out I know other places in the world has their problems. Germany has their problems. This person made 55 stories up. The BBC is flawed. Gordon Dimmick, a guy over in the UK who I like a lot, he reports on the BBC a lot. He reports on their flaws. And yes, they have them. Yes, the BBC is flawed. The CBC is flawed. Other state-run media outlets are flawed. Very much so. But compared to handing over your media to special corporate interests like we have in this country, in the United States, it is in comparison, again, they are a paper cut. We are a cancerous tumor. That is the degree of difference. So yes, they have their flaws, but compared to us, wow, they don't hold a candle. And in Germany, if you make shit up, you get fired when you're for a news and information outlet. In the U.S., you get a promotion. It's typically how it goes here. But interesting story, and this has been trending on Twitter. I will say it sounds like this person did make up some interesting shit. Maybe they should have just been a fiction writer. Like a realistic, like it's like a contemporary fiction. Like you make up shit about pertaining to what's going on in the world, but it is in fact fiction. I don't think such a genre exists, but it should. Like just a section of the newspaper where it's like, here's a fictional story based on what's going on in the world, but it is in fact fiction. Although sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, which has been said by many people. In particular, Bad Religion. Beautiful Bad Religion, too. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Beautiful song with beautiful lyrics, as most of their stuff is.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own.